Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am so excited to be back with you all to solve a brand new crossword hot off the press. Good morning, Dee. Hey, Todd. Todd is here. Sweet Pea. We got Rhonda and James and Rand and Gary and Plankboy and Billy and Ledition over there. I see you too. And Jilly. Wow, the whole gang is here ready to solve a crossword. Arkadium, give a very ominous welcome. You may be in the path of a historic storm, but you are also in the path of historic fun. It's crossword time. Well, yeah, we are facing apparently a deluge of snow in the northeast U.S., but I think all across the country. So stay warm, stock up on toilet paper and crossword puzzles because that's the only entertainment that's going to be available, I think, this week. We're going to be solving the LA Times crossword today. So today's LA Times, so it's brand new. And remember, LA Times crosswords do not have titles, but it will have a theme. Today's is by Rebecca Goldstein. We've solved a bunch of Rebecca Goldstein puzzles on the channel before. They're always a delight, especially LA Times. She seems to work a lot with the LA Times. Hey, Harambe, how you doing? Saying hi, Jack. Mystic Tarot is here. And not in the Northwest. Oh, yeah, James from Seattle is gloating that he doesn't seem to be facing the same weather troubles that we all do. Yeah, you picked the right place to be. Hey, Pashi, how you doing? So one across, we have self-motivators. We're starting off with a question mark, so no easing in today. And I don't know if I see any guesses yet. Although just as I say that, I see Sweet Pea saying I can, which kind of makes sense. Like I can do this. Although I'm not sure why it would be self-motivators and not self-motivator. L is saying egos, and D is agreeing. It does kind of make sense, doesn't it? Egos. I'm trying to understand the question mark. Like egos are kind of literally the self as Freud outlined for us, but let's just check. It does work with one down. I have a pretty good guess of what one down is. So yeah, and Arkadium reminding us that all the puzzles we solve here can be found at arkadium.com. So there is an LA Times series at Arkadium. There's a backlog, so you can solve all the previous ones. Elle and Jessica, Mike and Mystic Tarot, and Billy and Ledition are all saying ENT for tonsillectomy doc. Yeah, ear, nose, and throat doctor, I guess, would be the one to take out your tonsils, which are in your throat. So far, so good. Coming up. Yeah, so far, so good. We got N. Clark also getting ENT. Hey, Kurt, how you doing? Hey, Lily, what's up? Just in time. Froggy and Larry are saying next. James says that was over my head. What was over your head? And Warthog too. Next. Yeah, coming right up. It's next. Lily likes it. Minnie is here and likes it, so let's go with that. And then we'll do 17 across and then start looking at these downs. A toy company acquired by Mattel in 1997. Aha. Hey, Amy, how you doing? I can only think of one toy company that's 4 letters and opens with a T, so I'm sure hoping that that's right. Oh, the clue for ENT, I see. That was over your head. Have you heard the phrase ENT? And ENT is a common short, I don't know how common, but it is a shortening for ear, nose, and throat doctor. And Mike is guessing tuck, but I think Tycho has to be what it is, right? Yeah, Mike is now correcting to Tycho. So, hey, Barbara, how you doing? Tycho is definitely a toy company. I don't think I realized that Mattel acquired them so long ago, but I guess it's believable. Jumbo jets. We got another question mark. Okay, Rebecca is full of puns today, it looks like. Oh no, Ruby Holland saying 6-7. Isn't that over? Isn't 6-7 well in the past? Yeah, so oddly enough, and Lily, I actually really like this clue. Lily's like 6-7 is dead. Thank you for confirming. Yeah, and Pam saying geysers. It's actually quite funny. Jumbo jets typically refers to airplanes, but this is just big jets of water that spray into the sky. I'm happy with that. Yeah, now Lily has given me new young person slang that I don't know. City boy. It's totally new to me. Hey, Dysentery Gary, how you doing? Okay, 3 down. Oh, we have an asterisk. which usually means that this is thematic in one way or another. An unusual spot for a theme answer, but I've seen crazier things. So, Blake, there is a theme, and we just stumbled on it, I think. Beef cut that may be braised. Arkadium saying that, Jane, our mod, saying that her kids haven't started saying city boy yet, and she's scared. Lily, were you the one leading the charge calling me Unk that time? So you're the resident expert on all things young slang. I see D. So Gary's saying oxtails, although that doesn't work with the C we have. So maybe ox cheek is what Froggy and Amy. Yeah, Lily, that was you. Okay, I thought so. And Mystic Tarot. Ledition saying ox carts. And ox carts are a thing, I guess. Like the oxen would pull a cart, but I don't see why they would be braised. You don't braise a cart. You might braise a cheek, though. So let's try this and see what it does for us. Yeah, Amy says, yeah, Amy and James are down for ox cheek. I think I am too. Dysentery Gary, if it's asterisk, why ox cheeks? You mean like with an asterisk, kind of anything goes? So I'm not sure what you mean with your question. Yeah, Junkfed Coke is saying, I think you need to braise a cart for a really long time. Yeah, and I think even then it wouldn't taste too good. Reaches a new low. Wow, so many question mark clues in this opening corner, but we are navigating them with a plum. Reaches a new low. Why not oxtails, says Gmont. A big part of the reason is that we like Tycho at 17 across, and this would need to be a T for oxtails to be the answer. But ox cheek is not a given. We'll start checking the crosses. Everything's copaesthetic? Is that your username? Everything's copaesthetic. That is a cool username. And Danny Joe saying stoops reaches a new low. Yeah, I guess you stoop down, you reach a new low for that moment at least. Pretty good. Hey, Richie Rich, how you doing? Shaming syllable. All right, and this does work actually. Ox cheek is looking. I've never felt more confident in ox cheek as I do right now. Yeah, Warthog and Lily and Brook It Up are saying tisk tisk is a shaming syllable. Great. Arkadium says, I feel like I'm in trouble. Why? What did I miss? What happened? Who is Jickle Mithers? Seriously, how do you guys come up with these usernames? Dysentery Gary says, I've never eaten ox cheek. I don't think I have either. Oh, tisk tisk. I understand. Sorry, I'm too slow for your jokes. Juvenile retort. Ledition, yeah, Minnie and N. Clark are also giving me, and Barber are also giving me the tisk tisk treatment. But the juvenile retort, yeah, crosswords love their playground retorts. Are so, am so, are not, are to. You can hear it all on the blacktop. Jickle Mithers says, I just came up with my username one day and ran with it. No rhyme or reason. That's kind of the perfect explanation for a username like Jickle Mithers. It just came to you and like, why not? Actress Dennings. All right, I'm relieved when things work out. Like, this is a gimme for some people at least. I definitely know this person, and her name ends in AT. So Kat Dennings is for sure, spelled with a K if I'm not mistaken. That one's for you. Okay, I think I get it. Yeah, Lily, I think you're right. Dysentery Gary says, I've been in love with Kat Dennings for years. Really? Maybe she'll be a future guest on Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. Hey, Felix, how you doing? Yeah, two broke girls, Gary, exactly. Yeah, okay, so James and Miniest Mini are saying, so some people are saying keeper, but I think keep it makes a little more sense. As a quote, that one's for you, keep it. I think those are more equivalent to my ear, at least. Yeah, and Clark and Barbara are happy with it. I don't think keeper works quite as well. But the crosses will tell us. Spanish wine at 21 down. Lily's saying vinos, which is a solid guess. But Chulit and Jerry Jean Drink Fake Coke have an alternative idea, and Holy at Heartbeat. Ooh, Brook It Up is saying Pinot. I am partial to what Froggy and Mystic Tarot and Ledition and Gary are all saying, and William, partly because it's the only one that fits with the letters we have so far, but also Rioja means red in Spanish, and wines are typically red, so I'm okay with this one. Yeah, Dysentery Gary says, I think red Rioja makes sense. I agree. Mystic Tarot says, Rojas, I am a Som. I can't tell if you're actually a Som, because if so, that's very cool. Workout where? Workout where? AJ90. Is this a new AJ, or have you been watching us for a while? Because we have a surprising amount of AJs. Yeah, N. Clark and Smiley Seeks and two Garys are all saying shorts. Yeah, I guess you wear shorts when you work out. Keep from getting too hot. AJ, you're new. How do we have so many AJs in our chat? I guess right now just you, but we have some other AJs that hang out. Adam of Severance. Yeah. This is working out too. Sometimes these proper nouns can be good anchors in the puzzle, like Kat Dennings. If you know them, then you can really confirm the letters you have in place. Pashi is giving me the shrug though, but I'm a furry, and Juliet and Douglas. Oh, and Nora's here. Yeah, Rebecca Goldstein is the best. I concur. Scott, yeah, Adam Scott is the star of Severance. Dysentery Gary says, gotta go and get ready for work. Good game, all. Good luck in hurdle. Thank you, Gary. Enjoy your work day. If you want to procrastinate, we are here for the next, 45 minutes-ish. So we'd love to have you back. And Scab is here. Yeah, Kurt says, my Audi agrees it's Scott. Nice Severance reference. Teeny. Oh, Miniest Mini. This one was made for you. Miniest Mini is saying teeny is small. Good. I like Severance too, Arkadium. We must have some Severance fans in chat. I mean, Kurt at least knows the references. It's a very interesting show. And Adam Scott is a very versatile actor. He can do comedy, he can do drama, he can be lovable or hateable. Mineral hardness eponym. So an eponym is when something is named after somebody. I think that's the shortest way to describe it. So yeah, Mohs, I guess, the Mohs scale tells you how hard things are. So like diamond is the hardest on the Mohs scale, and Moe or Mohs was a guy. Okay, we'll look at 7 down, and then I'm eager to look at 18 across, because normally that's where I would expect a themer to be, but so far we've only encountered one themer, and it's a 3 down of all places. So Harambe says Severance or Pluribus. That's a good question. I think we'd need another season of Pluribus to do it side by side. But I watched Pluribus too. Yeah, why not both? I think Arkadium has a very sensible reaction to that. Why not both? Smiley Seeks, that was a good joke. Mimic. Jickle Mithers, I watched Silo too. Apparently I watch way too much like high concept sci-fi. Ape. Who's that? Kriegerson? He's saying ape for Mimic. I think that looks good. Oh, and we do get an asterisk here. What did you just say? In quotes, but it's got a star. So somehow this is going to relate to 3 down in some kind of thematic way. Pluribus isn't dropping another season until 2027 at least. Oh man, I can't keep up. Not I can't keep up. What do I want to say? I can't handle these new TV schedules. Someone named Stump is here. You should come by on Saturday. I'll say your username a lot. Shania says, "Did you know that I Will Always Love You and Jolene were written 22 minutes apart?" No, of course I didn't know that, but it is a pretty interesting fact, Shania. Lily says, "What does ape mean?" To ape is to mimic. To ape is to copy as a verb. Okay, so Jilly and Gary are saying, "Oh, excuse me." Does fit. What did you just say? Oh, excuse me? Okay. I can work with this, I think. Sweet Pea likes it. Pashi likes it. Jack says you need to do the finger wave, Kurt says. I want to check this X right away. Loose. Okay, it does actually work. I don't know why I was doubting you guys. You're always right. Yeah, Jekyll Mithers is recommending the Silo books. I have heard that they're good and possibly better than the television show. Kriegerson is saying lax. Yeah, loose and lax. Seems right. So, okay, so the X is checking out. What's this going to be? Healthcare cost, crossing a stretchy fabric. I can see these. Decked and discarded followed us. Thank you. Yeah, loose like lax, cult. If anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, do consider it. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time. And you'll never see me again if you don't follow us right now. It's not a threat, it's just the truth. Jekyll Mithers followed us, thank you. Stretchy fabric crossing, yeah, copay is what Smiley Seeks is telling me, and Miniest Mini and N. Clark know they're Lycra. Looks good. BB says not true. Are you saying what I said isn't true? What's not true? Arkadium says, "Please like and follow us. We are so lonely." That's another approach, Arkadium. Oh, Lily's saying someone said the theme is X's and O's. That is a good idea. Yeah, you're right. Both themers so far have X's in them and O's. Ox cheek. This one straight up has O spelled out like that. That's probably not a coincidence. You're right. I don't know if that's fully an answer. So, what was Sweet Pea? Oh, it was Sweet Pea who said who noticed that about the theme. Scaff says puzzle is playing tic-tac-toe. Yeah, for real. But who's gonna win? X usually wins. Garden fixture. Do we know this? Harambe and Froggy and NSSR are saying urns. Shania says hugs and kisses is another meaning of X's and O's. That's true. Urns looks plausible because I guess they're like, you could plant flowers in them, but this RR is a little weird. For adult audiences. Okay, we can make sense of this actually. Hugs and kisses from the puzzle. Yeah, XOXO. I guess the puzzle is just giving us some affection. Drink fake Cokes is the only winning move is not to play. I think that's true in like gambling games. I don't think that's true in tic-tac-toe. I think tic-tac-toe is just going to end in a draw if both people know what they're doing. For adult audiences. BB 2024 is saying R-rated. I think that's a good answer. Yeah, if it's rated R. And Barbara agrees, Shania agrees. Cult agrees. Cool. Sabotage. We got two Todds. Gordita dough. Nice. Yeah, Scav very quick on this one. And Pam and Rhonda and Holy and Harpy and Sweet Pea all saying masa. Yeah, masa is like a cornflower dough, I believe. Oh, Shania, yes, good eye on Hurdle. We're gonna do our gamble again. And so what does that mean? Yeah, 65, or what do you want? 62 down or 62 down? don't know why I can't find it. Or are you pranking me? Is there no 60? No, 62 across? Is that what you mean? Or 52 down? Anyway, we need to find a hurdle pick, and I think Shania's punking me. Should we do 65 across? That's normally what we would do. Yeah, Lily wants uncle for hurdle. No surprise there. But no, we're gonna gamble. Rhonda and Larry and Stump are saying mint for 10 across, brand new mint. Nice. I like that. Let's do the long freeze frame with a question mark. But yes, Rhonda, we're going to do 65 across for hurdle. No matter what it is, that is our hurdle opener, unless it's not a legal hurdle opener, in which case we will default to 62 across. That is the plan. That is the plan. So, yeah, Braven's saying ice something. Freeze frame. Oh, ice tray. This is actually a very clever clue. I like that. I don't know, you frame your water in this tray and then you freeze it. I think it's quite clever, actually. Very clever. And someone just followed us. Looks like maybe an Arabic username. Thank you. Sorbet berry. Sorbet berry. Yeah, it's got to be acai. And Scav is just as surprised as I am that they make acai sorbet. I did not know that either. But I guess once you have the berry, you can do all sorts of things with it. N. Clark and Smiley Seeks knew their acai. If you're going to solve a lot of crosswords, you need to know your acai. Lily says, is it common? It's common in crossword puzzles. That's for dang sure. Give me a single example. Yeah, Sabotage and Froggy and Amy. There's something very aggressive about this. Antiquated. Name one. It's very confrontational. Makes me kind of uncomfortable. Name one. Ox cart sorbet. Yeah, you braise the ox cart and then put it in the ice tray. So this is a recipe puzzle. Rainbow pattern. Nice. Oh, and oddly enough, has a rainbow profile picture. Getting tie-dye like this. Looks good, and we didn't even need a clue on 26 across. Succession surname. A lot of television references in today's puzzle. I didn't ever watch, I watched a couple episodes of Succession, but I do remember Logan Roy was the big head honcho that everyone was trying to succeed. Catherine Monig's The L Word role. Wow, a lot of television. I also didn't watch The L Word. But someone's going to know this. I'm seeing a lot of shrugs. And then Froggy's guessing Shane. I guess Shane does fit. Stump seems more confident. Lily seems more confident. Let's put Shane. We can check that down. We're free to do that. Owns. Yeah. Arkadium has the final say on all television show quality. So far, she's been ranking every show that gets name dropped in this puzzle. Where do you slot the L Word compared to the others? So Smiley Seeks is saying has. Yeah, Jerry G and BB are all saying has. Yeah, if you own something, you have it. And confirmed captain would be I. So that's looking solid. Let's go up here. Put through an X-ray. Put through an X-ray. The tricky thing about put, the word put, is that it is both present tense and past tense. And you can't tell just from reading a clue which tense we're talking about. It's a common way for clue writers to misdirect. But I guess nobody got tricked on this one. Scan looks right. You scan via X-ray machine. Cool. Shearing Day Sound. Warthog getting scanned. James and Pam and Jessica and Lucinda. And N. Clark and Barbara all sang Scan. Cool. Shearing Day Sound. Yeah, I think you guys are right on this one, Lily. And oh, I guess there are multiple answers. Interesting. Okay, so I'm seeing ba, which I guess is what sheep sound like. I'm saying ba, which is definitely a sound, a syllable. It looks good with the CH, but somehow I don't feel like this is how you spell the sheep sound. But I'm also saying buzz, which I really love because that would be the sound of the buzzer. I want this to be the answer, but I suspect this is the answer. Check 24 down. Struts with style. Yeah, I never would have considered putting buzz there, but I wish it was the answer. What is 25 down? Okay, we'll check that next. Ooh, I see two good. Struts with style, saunters and sachets. Oh, but saunters isn't going to fit. Raven says, I've never had to spell sachet before. Sachets, look at that. It does fit. I think saunters is going to be a letter too long. Am I wrong? Because it has to end in an S. Yeah, struts, saunters. So it can't be saunters. Ruled out by length. Vintage sunglasses shape. Oh, cruising. Still don't quite know the theme. Some kind of X's and O's. Tic-tac-toe, hugs and kisses. We need one more. Maybe 36 across is a schemer. Is a themer. Why did I say schemer? A themer. Cat eye. Cat eye looks nice. Raven and Chulid and Lucky and Scav all saying cat eye. Jilly. Never heard of those? I can picture them. Rand giving me a nice Rebus puzzle as an answer. Cat and eye. Petition to call them schemers now. There is something apt about it, isn't there, Harpy? Okay. Renaissance Fair competitions. Yeah, Jickle Mithers and Rand and Jillian Douglas all saying the same thing. Jousts. Picture the knights on their horses jousting. Yeah, Warthog and Stump agreeing on that. Smiley Seeks agreeing. Perfect. Okay, I am eager to see 36 across, and it does have a star, thankfully. Folks who may be at the point of no return, and we have a question mark. So many tricky clues. Jack's villain alter ego is showing up. Don't underestimate me, Amy. Folks who may be at the point of no return, and if we are right, there should be an O and an X hiding in here somewhere. Warthog says tax cheats. Warthog is the only one giving an answer, and Scav is impressed. So, tax cheats. It fits, but it also, yeah, wild guess, but right, says Scav. It's actually a very nice joke. Tax return. Folks who may be at the point of no return. They don't return their taxes. They don't do their tax returns because they're cheating. Yeah, they have no returns. Chulid, everyone, Amy Gal, everyone given Warthog. Do thumbs up. What I like about it is that it has an X, but it does dash this O theory that we've been going with. So I'm not sure what to do with that. Master of stick and stay plates and bowls for kids. Shania also getting tax cheats. No hugs, just kisses, says Lucky. I guess so. Oh, wow. And this answer is basically our theme in 3 letters. Smiley Seeks thinks tax cheats is clever. I do too. Lucky and Pashi and Sweet Peel saying OXO. This is a kitchen brand. I own some OXO stuff. So I definitely believe that. What's happening with this theme, though? Because 36 across kind of... bucked the trend. Speaking of buck, seatbelt fastener, as Barbara McDowell is telling me, is a buckle. That looks good. And I see a word here. Soap ingredient is lie. Yeah. Fight Club taught me that. Arkadium reminding us, for any newbies, we are here every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow us so you never miss a puzzle. Well said. Yeah. Yeah, Tax Streets buckled the trend, Smiley. Begin. It's a very brief clue. Blake is doing some record keeping of our themers, noticing that XC seems to be next to each other in all of them. That is also interesting. Yeah, Sabotage is saying, okay, go. Harambe says, if you don't follow us, you will never find us again. I like your use of us, Harambe. You're one of us. Head south is sag. There's so many good question mark clues in this puzzle. Head south, just literally go toward the ground. Like much music. XK Roman numeral, says Lucky. XK would be 90 in Roman numerals. Maybe it's a 90 themed puzzle. MJ just followed us. Thank you, MJ. Like much music. Like much. Oh, XC is cross country. That's right. Oh, there's so many possibilities. Like much music. Yeah, Jessica and Lily are saying tonal. Sabotage, yeah, it says OK Go with a Rube Goldberg machine. I was thinking of the band OK Go also with this clue, but I think that they spell it just OK Go without the AY. But yeah, I love their music videos, as does everybody. More info soon. So, if symmetry pans out, we should expect 56 across to be a themer and 42 down. Oh no, 41 down. They can't come soon enough because I am so curious what's going on here. Hannah Quaid is saying TBA. Shalit says this could be tonic. Ooh, I messed something up. TBA for, yeah, to be announced. More coming soon. Could be tonic, like much music. Okay, I'll keep that in mind as we get there. Clearview says Arkadium games free online. It's true. You can play Arkadium games for free. Get access to tons of crosswords, Hurdle, and a bunch of other games too. Chaotic Crowd. Yeah, Pashi and Delia Brooks and Hannah Quaid and Stump all saying a mob is a chaotic crowd. That seems right. Let's check. Should we check this down? Biotech firm developing cancer vaccines. Blake says, not betting, but I bet IXC and UXC appear in 56 across and 41 down. So Blake is, I see, because we have XC with different paired with different vowels. Is that what you're saying? OXC, EXC, AXC are all represented, but we're missing IXC and UXC. Very solid theory, Blake. We'd still need some kind of revealer to understand why. Charlie says, hi, I just got your live notification now for some reason. You mean, did you expect it earlier and only now? Or you're just wondering why TikTok is recommending us to you? I know why they're recommending us. It's because it's the most fun place to be right now. Shania and Enisar are saying Moderna. That does make sense. They develop vaccines for all sorts of things. And fits. Okay. Oh, Charlie says, I expected it earlier. I love you guys. That's nice. Yeah, well, then TikTok dropped the ball. Rhonda says, we're awesome. I really love this community feel we have going on. Top medals. Barbara says, my notification is always 2 to 4 minutes late. That is interesting to learn. Oh, it's TBD. Oh, okay. I was pretty confident TBA, to be announced, more info soon, to be determined. Fair enough. That also works because golds are the top medals that you can earn. Happy with that. Sabotage. I never should have doubted you. Archangel Gray just followed us. Thank you, Archangel. Tally? Yeah, Logician and Larry and Delia and Dee and Danny all saying ad. Seems right. Dated Diddy. Dated Diddy. Okay. Which reminds me of one of our hurdle openers recently. It was old. I want to put oldie in, but it obviously doesn't fit. So it has to be something else, like old song or old tune. Yeah, maybe we don't quite know. So, yeah, song or tune, Pashi. So I guess we'll just do a different one. We'll keep that in mind. Old guys, but I think Diddy does mean a song. Like a Diddy is a tune. Stonewall in for one. Stonewall in for one. L'Addition was very quick on this one. I want to see if others know it too. Old time rock and roll. Rhonda doesn't know, but Scav seems to know. Yeah, Stonewall Inn is a gay bar. I believe, like, there were the Stonewall riots in New York. I believe it's the same Stonewall. And that was like a big impetus for the gay rights movement. Holy at Heartbeat is very famous, so I'm glad I'm not speaking nonsense here. Froggy and Toddly enough backing me up too. Okay, cool. Emphatic assertion. Yeah, it's yes something, right? Amy Gal saying yes, yes. Some people saying yes, sir. Yep, yep. Ooh, that's true. It could have been yep, yep. Although yes, yes works with song. I think it's time we put song in here. We'll check these crosses. Going a little out of order here, but that's okay. Cleaning cloths looks good. Bronte sister. I think she's like the least famous Bronte sister. There's Charlotte and Emily. And yeah, Drink Fake Coke and Lily, no, and Bronte. Kate says, speaking of songs, did you have a chance to listen to Rhiannon? I did. I did listen to it after the stream the other day. Rhiannon didn't show up. Rhiannon. Why can't I still can't say it? No, it's Rhiannon. I did listen to it. It turned out I had heard it before. I just didn't know what she was saying. But it's a very nice song. French model Rao. Oh, I don't know this. Oh, and Amy and Scav don't know it. It's Rhiannon. Sorry. Holy at Heartbeat says, that's my name. Is it really? That's your real name? Ooh, Rand is saying this. Should not look bad. It works with rags, which we want. It works with yes, yes, which we kind of want. Maybe we'll check this. Oh, so this is the themer. I know from the star. Raspberry is a very brief clue. That's awesome. Someone with your name, Holy at Heartbeat, was in chat the other day, and I hadn't heard the Fleetwood Mac song. I promised I would listen to it after stream, and I did, and enjoyed it. Oh, Raspberry. Oh my god. This is a good crossword entry. Bronx Cheer. Wow. I'm very partial to it because of the X. Yeah, there's the X, Raven, exactly. I think both a Raspberry and a Bronx Cheer are something like... Right? A little confused, though, because Blake's prediction did not come true. Oh, but there is an XC. It's a good point. And Sabotage's telling me this is Inya's. Oh, apologies. So then what's this? Blank Soulsville, USA, HBO documentary about a record label. Okay, I'm gonna hope that somebody else knows this. Arkadium says, Blake, you're off the team. Go sit in the corner. That's so harsh. I thought Blake's theory was a good one. Harambe, I did also listen to Mongolian throat singing. Yeah, after my last stream, I just got on YouTube and did all my homework, I promise. Blake says, just don't ban me like you did Lucky. Stacks or sticks? Stacks, says Sabotage and Drinkfit, Coke, and Shania. So I'll do stacks. Lucinda says Chex Mixed is the theme. Hold on. Oh, yes, I am. It took us forever to get this. Emphatic assertion. Yes, I am. Yeah, okay. That Shania finally cracking that one, and Hannah as well. Yes, I am. Okay, so now everyone is converging on Chex Mix. I should take this seriously. Oh, I see. Oh, Lucinda, brilliant. Lucinda's very smart. Has anyone else noticed this? Oh, Lucinda, I really hope you're right. And look, it'll fit. Chex Mix fits in the last themer. I think you're right, Lucinda. Literally, we're going to be taking the letters in Chex and mixing them up in our themers. That's why we have all these XCs. It's actually, we didn't even notice that there's also an HE next to all of them. Oh, it's very good. Rhonda's like, yes, she is very smart. Golfers, Pocketful, Smiley, Seeks, and Minnie and Shania telling me tease. Lily says Chex Mix is so cool. I totally agree. Oh, Amy says, what is Chex Mix? It is so Chex is a type of cereal, but then they also make a savory snack mix out of it, where they take Chex cereal as the base, but they mix it with pretzels and other kinds of crackers and things, and put some seasoning on it. And so it's a common, it's a popular, chip-like snack. Cabaret roll for Alan Cumming. Lucinda's is just craving a snack. Yeah, you're just hungry and thought of Chex Mix. Charlie says you're making me hungry. Yeah, me too. Harambe says, so cool, nice catch. Yeah, Lucinda, you deserve a lot of props for this. Mikal M just followed us. MC, by the way, is looking good for the Cabaret role. I saw Cabaret for the first time this year, although it was Eddie Redmayne playing the MC, and he was very good. Yeah, Hay and Rhonda are definitely Chex Mix fans. Okay. So it seems like the Brits in chat do not know Chex Mix. Apologies. Maybe this theme wasn't for you, but I quite enjoyed it. Arkadium says I saw it with Adam Lambert. So good. Yeah, it's the current one. HAL is the 2001 supercomputer. Yes. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave. Scav says I heard that movie is like 3 hours long. I think it might just feel like 3 hours. Historical period. Historical period looks like era. Yeah, it is slow. Okay. Warthog says it feels like 9 hours. Works for. We got Jane M and Harpy and Sweet Pea and Ledition and Danny Joe all saying earns. Yeah, if you work for something, you've earned it. Rand, I love that fact. Yeah, that HAL is one letter shifted from IBM. It's like the letter after A is B, the letter after H is I, the letter after L is M. So HAL is like a little wink and a nod to the computer giant at the time. Oh, Tickle Pink is a late. Tickle Pink. And then First Step Say, I see. Magician quick on this one as ever. Raven says scent, but seems to communicate some doubt with a question mark. And then says, I don't know. Oh my god! I totally missed that we got a hurdle word, and it's not a bad hurdle word. Elate. We're doing elate. Wow, I totally missed it. I was distracted by chat. Elate. It really could be worse. One of these days we'll get Zilil, which is Blake's dream, and today was probably the day with all these X's, but no. We're doing elate, and it could have been worse. Julie is saying dent, which I like. That's what Ledition was guessing. I think it's like you make a dent in it. That's your first step. It's like a metaphorical dent. All right, I am too eager to see 41 down because I think we're getting a revealer, and there it is. Savory party snack and what can be found in the answers to the stored clues. All right, Lucinda deserves a round of applause for this one because we were pretty stumped. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Lucinda was the only one who finally called out that Chex is scrambled in all of these theme letters. There it is in Oh, Excuse Me. There it is in Ox Cheek. There it is in Tax Cheats. And we got it in Bronx Cheer. Very nice. I like this theme. And everyone giving Lucinda the round of applause. So I like to see. It was good stuff. Good theme. Nice work, Lucinda. If we were still doing there was a time when if someone broke open a crossword theme like this, you got to pick the opener on Hurdle. But I think we already signed away our Hurdle rights to Elate. Plus, I know Lucinda would not pull a Blake when it comes to Hurdle openers. Lucinda's a very sensible Hurdle player. The Price is Right network. People are telling me CBS. It seems right. Lily, I know exactly what you would pick. Ronnie says, now we're big-time gamblers. Yeah, we're drowning in debt here. No junta. Yeah, you don't want Jello? Chad the Rad just followed us. Thank you. Wuhan, welcome. Yeah, it's looking like ni hao. Ni hao, I believe, is spelled like this, and I think that's like how are you in Chinese. Yeah. It's never too elate to let Lucinda choose. That's funny. Distress call. Does look like SOS. And Ashley DeLocal just followed us. Thank you. Bamabos is here getting SOS. Rand giving me the lifesaver emoji. Oh, is ni hao just hello? Why did I think it was how are you? Oh, yeah, it's not how are you. I just remembered. My bad. It's just hello. Thank you, Lily. You'd think an Unk would know something like that. Devices at a counter service restaurant. Dave's a killer, Dave's a mess is someone's username. And you did get SOS. Congratulations. Maybe you're not such a mess after all. Pagers. It's an interesting clue. I guess it's like the last place that uses pagers. Yeah, you say from a bygone era, but I'm thinking of, when you order at the counter and they give you that thing that's going to buzz, you sit that down to your table, they still use them. Intrinsically? Okay, we're really in the home stretch of this crossword. Let's make this last section count. Let's get our confetti. And I am elated to play Hurdle with y'all. Intrinsically, per se. Yeah, that seems right. A lot of X's in this puzzle, obviously, because of the theme, but it's usually difficult to fill a crossword cleanly around such a rare letter like X. We had a bunch of Z's in a puzzle recently, and I made the same comment. But there's impressively little gunk, crossword gunk. Sarah Tarab is saying, push it to 24K hearts, people. Thank you for lobbying for us. Smiley Seeks and Jickle are saying, and Will Ryder are saying deluxe for opulent. I like that. What's this? Invasive lizard in Florida. What? Yeah, no Oreos or Orcas, Rhonda. And even Oreo and Orca, I don't mind so much as like really obscure things. I guess Stacks is a little obscure, but some people seem to know it. Iguana. So I did not know that iguanas were invasive. I assumed they were locals. Iguanas will probably start falling out of the trees soon. It's raining iguanas these days. Are you guys serious? First of all, are you in Florida? And second of all, Sophie's like, yeah, they are invasive. What? I did not know. Falling lizards, it sounds terrible. It sounds like a nightmare. It's on the news. Why are iguanas invasive? They're cute. Meanwhile, Smiley Seeks is saying bear all for leave nothing to the imagination. It's kind of funny. Harami says iguana's gonna go where they wanna. Whisper Walk just followed us. Thank you very much. What? There's too much going on in chat. Too much. I can't focus. Reddit Q&As atop, Egyptian River atop, Truck Bar. I think we got this. Yeah, Shania just finishing the puzzle. AMAs for sure. Ask Me Anythings or Reddit question and answer sessions. Egyptian River is the Nile, of course. And then a truck bar is an axle crossing Comprende? C? And Rhonda and Blake giving me the drum roll. And I'm going to put this E in and hope we get some confetti. Very nice. Good work, everybody. Special good work to Lucinda for Spot and Chex Mix. That was awesome. I quite enjoyed this theme. I enjoyed the whole puzzle, frankly. And I'm going to enjoy Hurdle with you all, which will be on your screens in a jiffy. Give me one moment while I pull it up. We're opening with Elate, we decided. Okay, you can see that, I hope, and then make it pretty. It's pretty enough. And Elate, here we go. Lucinda said she would have opened with Junta, which let's say I'm glad that we don't do that anymore. That we don't give you all power. We let the fates decide. Oh wait, I haven't done Wordle yet. No, Whisper Walk, don't leave. Are you still here? Because this isn't Wordle, this is Hurdle. It's a totally different game. It has nothing in common with Wordle whatsoever. I think Whisper Walk left us. But we are still trying to guess a 5-letter word. Amigal saying moist, which is a good guess, given that we need to find some vowels. I like moist. Stoic was also a good guess, but can't erase now. I'm committed. Not bad. Stoic is still... no, Stoic is not on the table because the I didn't hit. Lucky says, I hate that word. Yeah, a lot of people seem to hate this word, moist. I think it's time to bring it back. Stony. A lot of people saying stony. S-T-O-N-Y. I like it. Yeah, it's a nice guess. Stony. Oh, when we got 3 greens in a row, I thought for sure you guys had it. Okay, I do see Blake is doing some nice record keeping for us. Stock and stork are both possibilities. Ooh, Sherry says stomp. Wait, I should slow down. Because maybe there are a lot of... Stomp is a good one. Storm, oh no. Maybe we'd want a filler. Citizens for a moist future. Okay, Drink Big Cook, I take it back. I don't like the word anymore. Oh, no M. It can't be stomp. Thank you for saving me from that. I take it back. Oh, storm. Same problem with storm. No M from moist. So that does actually limit it. So let's check. Let's check stock or stork. I guess it doesn't matter. Stoop also. Oh my god, I'm a little nervous. Can be stout? No, it can't be stout because of the T placement. Lucinda's saying perks as a filler. Maybe that's good. Perks. Checks the R, checks the K, is P, and checks the P for stoop. So, yeah, we're not guessing perks because we think it's right. We're guessing perks just to give us information. Lily approves. Let's do it. The P hit. Look at that. And it can't be stomp. So stoop is looking ever more likely, but are there other possibilities? Stoop. Does it have to be stoop? Oh, people saying, oh, it can't even be stops because of this S here. All right, Bama Bose, Rhonda, Jessica, everyone's saying stoop. I'm going to go for it. If this doesn't work, I'm going to start sweating. Thank goodness it worked. You guys didn't need to see that. Oh, stoop was in the crossword. Good point. Arkadium and Lily pointing out, wow, stoop was in our crossword. If only we had picked that one. Can you imagine? We've never gotten hurdle in 1. That would have been pretty epic. Okay, we need vowels stat. Maybe it's ado time. Yeah, Mo wants ado. I think I agree with Mo. We just need to learn some vowels. Yeah, Jickle Mithers wants it. I will never get tired of saying your username. Shredder agreeing on ado. And look at that, we found some vowels. A and I. Oh, it was plural. It was stoops, says Froggy in the crossword. So I guess we never had a chance. Lucky wants brain, which is a pretty good idea. Should we try brain? I don't see any reason why not. I'm just waiting for someone to start yelling at me. But I think it's valid. Ooh, nice idea. Wow. That was impressive. And now I see people guessing grain, which I think it has to be because train isn't valid. And I don't know any other words like that. So I think it has to be grain. Good, good. That was a swift round. Let's keep it up. Keep this momentum going. Yeah, Froggy says, what are we going to do, Brain? The same thing we do every day, Froggy. Win hurdle. Okay, so we have a lonely eye. Mo is saying poise. Lily wants joust, which I have a soft spot for because it was in our puzzle, but I can't be putting J's in this early on. I willn't. See, this is what happens when you play sensible words. You get colors. Who doesn't love a little color in their life? We need somewhere to put this O, and it does not seem like it's going to go here. That's a little too weird, even for me. So I want to put the O first. And what is it then? Olive? Olive is a nice word. Ooh, oxide, ovine. Okay. So there are a lot of possibilities. Don't we all want to guess olive, though? Yeah, oxide does work. It's true. And with our X theme, no N. I'm doing olive. It was olive, yes. I'm pleased. I am pleased. Oh, it couldn't have been ovine. I see. Good work. And we got some hits on olive. Olive continues to do work for us. So I think we're gonna get this one. It's my jinxing us. And then I think we're gonna make it to round 5, which is really where it gets hot in here. Pleat and bleat, I'm seeing. Why not? Should we do pleat? Let's try it. Bad. Didn't work. Didn't work in the slightest. I suppose it could open with an E. A little frustrating. I still think second to last E is more likely. Elder would tell us for sure where the E lives. It's not a bad guess, frankly. Elude. Elude puts the E here, though. Yeah, as D is saying. Should we elate? No, it can't be elate anymore because the AT are out. An ER word, as BB's saying, I think makes the most sense. Let's try elder. Elder. It'll at minimum give us information. Yeah, it found the E and it found an R. Okay. That really could have been worse. So now what? Flyer? Lily says he likes elder because he is elder. That was a dagger. Okay, it's not going to be clear because there's no A. Ulcer, interesting. Wow, ulcer, can you imagine? Ulcer, bluer, flyer. These are all fantastic guesses. I like guessing one of the ones with a U because it'll tell us about the other one with a U. Like ulcer and bluer both have U's. So let's try ulcer first. We have room. So if the U hits, then it's bluer. I really hope what I just said is correct. Blake says ulcer, what hurdle gives Jack? It's very true. This game stresses me out. Bruno just followed us. Thank you, Bruno. Lily says if it's bluer, you owe me $5. Yeah. It really could be bluer. I think it kind of has to be. Gluer? Like one who glues? Oh. A smart person would use a filler here. Wait, actually, maybe we should. Because what about cluer, someone who writes crossword clues? Oh, no, it can't be that because of the C. Lily giving me blue hearts, blue emojis. So we either do bluer, yeah, or we do something like globe, like Jesse says. Gable. Globe. Should we do globe or just go with bluer? Maybe it doesn't matter. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Bluer. Oh, thank goodness. I say it doesn't matter, but it matters to me so much. We did it. Well done. Well done, Lily. I owe you $5. And this is about the worst board you're ever going to see in round 5 of Hurdle. This is pretty much impossible, but I'm going to explain the rules anyway. We get 2 of our own guesses, only 2. And the first 4 answers are supplied for us. They're automatically the answers to the previous 4 boards. We have very little to go on here, I'm afraid. The one thing I'm just noticing, though, is that there is a dearth of vowels. E, I, A, and O are all off limits. We know there's at least 1 U, possibly 2 U's, possibly a Y. Ooh, so it could be something like munch, hunch, hunky. Yeah, this is the kind of brainstorming I need. Chunk. Yeah, these types of words are looking pretty promising. Oh, and we need an N. Funny. Oh boy, there's so many possibilities. How are we going to do this? This seems quite impossible. Yeah, Raven is doing God's work here, listing all of them out. Hunch, munch, hunky, chunk. Someone else said funny, yeah. And funky, oh my god. How on earth can we do this? Try munch for the most letters. Of course, it doesn't give us any of the... Not chunk. That's a good point. Not chunk. Okay, so we'll put munch. I'm not going to hit enter yet. I just want to see how it looks. Yeah, not chunk because the U is in the wrong place. And I could see a world where it's not munch, but the H hits, and that gives us hunky. What do we think? Munch? I think I want to do this. Do people approve? I just like the fact that Munch gives us one extra letter over hunch. Okay, we're gonna try it. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank goodness bunch is off the table, lunch is off the table. Funch is not a word. So does it have to be hunch? Or is there anything I'm missing? All right, Lily, if it's hunch, you owe me $10. Is that how we're doing it? Hunch. Wow. Unbelievable. I cannot believe you guys did this with just these two yellow letters. That is, yeah, honestly, I'm very impressed. We had like no information. None at all. I'm so pleased. You know, it puts me in a bad mood when we lose Hurdle, so thank you for preventing a bad mood. I'm in a great mood right now because I love solving these puzzles with you guys. Thank you for joining me for the crossword for Hurdle. We'll be back tomorrow. Ame is going to be streaming at noon Eastern time. I will be back on Saturday for the Saturday Stumper, and every day after that, noon Eastern time, we're always here. Follow us if you don't already. It's the best way to keep in touch. And check out Arkadium.com to play a backlog of Hurdle right now. Play more crosswords. And I hope to see you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your